Welcome back to day 4 of believing I'm a millionaire before my bank account says so. Okay, y'all have heard it. You've maybe even said it without thinking, and it just came out. Money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. That voice in your head is not even yours. It belongs to your great-grandmother who survived the Depression, or your parents who struggled when you were young. Carl Jung actually discovered that we inherit more than DNA. We inherit emotional patterns of our lineage. So your family's money trauma is encoded in your nervous system, as we talked about this in day 2 this week. My inheritance, my grandmother had 6 kids. She didn't work, so there was a one-income household, as many households were in the 50s and 60s, but vacations were a luxury. Food was rationed, and you had to eat your dinner quickly. And if you didn't, someone else got to have it. And that got passed down to my dad. And then my dad told us we had to eat everything on our plate. We had to eat quickly or else somebody else would get it, right? Even though there's only 2 kids. People who took multiple vacations a year were irresponsible with their money. And money didn't grow on trees, which if you think about it, guys, money does actually grow on trees. It is paper. And paper comes from trees. So let's slash that one. Brand names, by the way, no way. There's definitely a cheaper version. I have a core memory of wanting the Adidas sandals. All the other gymnasts had them. My parents got me the Walmart knockoffs because there was no way in hell that they were spending $45 on a pair of sandals, or whatever amount it was at that time. And guess what? I never wore the Walmart knockoff sandals because I wouldn't have been caught dead in Walmart knockoffs at 15 years old. But later on, I found myself working a day job, paying my student loans, stuck at $80K, unconsciously living out all 3 generational patterns. Even when I started entrepreneurship and eventually left the office job altogether, I had an income ceiling and I just could not surpass it no matter what I did, except this, because I didn't know about money mindset then. But every time I created a product, there was a belief that people wouldn't pay, or I'm not worth the price. And every time I made a business investment, I had to make sure it was worth it. I had to prove that I got X amount out of the investment depending on how much I spent. I also believed that success required struggle. But those weren't my beliefs. They were survival strategies that worked for previous generations, but were actually killing my potential and are likely what is holding you back too. So good thing we're here and we can work on them together. And I know we briefly talked about beliefs that we're not taking with us anymore, but today I want you to do a money lineage map. So you're going to draw out 3 generations back: your grandparents, your parents, and then you. And next to each generation, I want you to write their dominant money beliefs, even if you didn't hear it from them. Money is scarce. Rich people are greedy, right? You have to work hard for money. Circle any of the beliefs that you also recognize in yourself. Again, these are not your beliefs. They are just inherited programming that you can now choose to release. Drop 1 or 2 realizations in the comments if you feel so inclined. And I bet that you'll find we all have similar ones that we now get to change moving forward. And then I'll see you tomorrow for day 5.